Anyway, let's talk about Lorsan.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, let's go Lorsan. Let's go Lorsan.
Oh no, okay.
What have you done, dude?
Yeah, no, so I've been testing them a lot, especially today and yesterday. And they seem like a very strong tech unit, if I were to give them like a role or something, because they have a really unique
Tech,
effect.
you mean like niche?
Tech as in like, sort of, like if you need like them for a certain situation, because the way they work is they link 2 units, as we went over last podcast, and pretty much transfers the damage between the 2. And you don't really need Lorsan at Paragon for him to do crazy damage. So I could show you with some of the attacks I've been doing. So like you could see he does a lot of damage without necessarily.
And you only have him at S+.
Yeah, because the way his damage works is it's more like just transferring your other unit's damage than him doing damage directly. So he actually.
Oh, he's hard carrying this one.
This is just all supports, and he actually did really well.
Hit that replay, brother.
It's quite a long fight.
Oh, because it's also.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Nice Lilith. Oh,
Wow, that was a nice fight.
Half the fight is getting past that screen.
Right. No, he does a lot of actually like debuffs on the enemy. He, like really heavily debuffs their haste with his ultimate, and he also lowers what is it? The one more thing he actually debuffs as well. Let me go over his actual kit quickly. So pretty much he nerfs their damage, but he also buffs your allies with his second skill. And there, so here he makes him 30 haste. And then, where is it? Here he stuns them. And then here is his buff. So this is really big. It's 30 haste for your ally, 50 dodge, which pretty much gives him a 50% chance to dodge any normal attack, and with S+ makes him unaffected. Usually this is casted on your tank, so it gives him a constant heal, dodge, haste, and makes him CC immune, which is very nice.
That looks good.
The healing itself isn't too much. His main healing comes from this. So this is where he links 2 allies, and after they take a total of, 900% damage? So 900% usually just ends up killing the enemy. So more often than not, it just like when one of the linked allies die, he pretty much pops it, and then he heals everyone for 400% of his attack. Which is really nice, like AoE heal. So how he works, let me go back to the recording, is he would link one unit with another, and it would be the frontmost and backmost. Usually you could either snipe one of the 2, and then from there, it would transfer it, and then you would start another chain with another 2 units, and then you kill one of those units, and it just chain, he keeps on healing, and it just really pops off. You can see here, like, you got the Dino that's chained, dead, and then he chains another 2 units dead. It's just really crazy. And he ends up dealing a lot of damages through the chains himself. Like here, he's dealing almost as much damage as Lenya and Bonnie. And he's also dealing a lot of healing. He's buffing your units, like I said, debuffing the enemy. He really just does everything, to be honest.
That looks great. Look at that.
Yeah, and let's do some live attacks with him. So pretty much, his one flaw is that it doesn't work on bossing. So his major drawback is he only is really used in some AFK stages where maybe you want to damage, like double damage a unit because they'll both like transfer it. So like here you could see...
Maybe you should pick someone higher, Milan. Come on. P2, 1P1, 1P2. It's not fair.
Oh man. I mean, now you got me attacking my own guild. This better?
No, it only has like one P2. Maybe we should refresh.
This is a quick thing.
Oh, you know that person, number one. He might have
Better?
something. Mhm.
P2s, P3. Good?
Mhm. Yup.
Okay. So pretty much what'll happen here is you see these two symbols above Damien and Dino. These are the two units he'll link. So usually it won't go on Damien because he'll like place his thing down. It'll probably go on Thorn and Dino. And then when I'm damaging Thorn, it'll damage Dino now.
Oh, that's interesting targeting.
The battlefield.
Yeah, so you know exactly
Does it happen
who you're gonna
vice versa too?
Pardon?
Does it happen vice versa? If you hit Dino, does it hit Thorin too?
Yeah, exactly. It hits both.
Yeah.
It's just a direct transfer. So you could honestly just reverse snipe by like targeting their backline and it'll kill their front line. Or
so is it a transfer or is it duplicated? Like if you hit Thorin, does he take no damage and he goes to the back one?
It's both.
Okay, so it copies it and then passes it backward.
But it's not a percentage of damage, right?
It's whatever damage it takes.
3 seconds.
So it links them, and then it transfers. Where is it here? 90%.
Oh, right.
I think. Increases
You go
the
over
damage.
100% with skill power?
Oh,
I did not know that. Holy
Oh
crap.
no, it is 100%. Yeah, okay. So you could get it to 150% damage. Which
So
actually
it's even
sounds
just 140, right?
150 here.
But we only get 4 skill power with charm.
Yeah, we only get 4.
Oh, we
this
only
season,
get
I
4
think.
this season? Not 5?
Yep.
Unfortunate.
I wonder what that's going to do to
No,
Ludo.
140%. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's try it. So this is against
Battle,
like
battle, battle.
Paragon Dino team. Like their
Oh,
Dino's already dead.
Later, Dio.
Immediately dead. And we got no one sniping him. There's no Vala, there's no Sylvina. It was all Lorsan linking to Thorn, and Lily May just popping the Thorn right away. And bursting Thorn down, which then transferred to Dino. And look at this damage.
Does the link count as Lorsan doing damage?
Yeah,
Or-
or the damage at links, like he transfers to Dino. Because you can see here, he links Dino, you see how the little chain here, and then Dino dies. He just takes so much damage and then pops.
Wow.
I like his animation.
That's pretty
The
good.
blue animation does. It looks so nice.
I can see that having good synergy with units that hit frontmost, like, Lily May, Alsa.
Yeah, with burst
Yeah,
units,
it's like
he's
that.
really good.
And Supreme Arena, you can position him so it always targets the tile.
Yeah,
Right.
so one thing that is a drawback is on defense, your opponent will see who you're going to chain. So they could, like, control that in some way to prevent some of their, like, Dino from getting chained or whatnot. So he might
But
not
if it's
be
always
the-
the tile,
I don't know if it's always the tile.
it's kind of like, you know, last season where when you use like Rainer or Vala, it always still aims at the tile. So they still have to put someone in that tile. Unless they're not
Yeah.
going to use the tile.
I mean, it's more on
Right.
Lorsan's position. Like, if you... I don't know if I could demonstrate it here. You could probably get it to where it's always on the tile. Mm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this could be really useful just to pick off something. Like if you see here, if he's here, it'll transfer Scarlita and Frieso. Here, it'll do Frieso and
What's Scarlita
Frieso.
tripling?
Here,
Oh,
it's
double
Damien.
pistol damage. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, honestly, he's been really nice so far. And I think he's like I said, a tech unit. So if you want to like pick off that back line or bursting down, like look at that. Frieso's died instantly. Because they just took both damage. So it's like very strong.
Mm.
In AFK
Not a lot of
series, I
people
could
use the
see
twins
this.
in PvP, but Lorsan's the anti-twin for PvP,
Yeah, that too.
even though twin's not used.
Right?
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Is he better than
Yeah.
Bonnie?
I
People
Okay,
go for
well,
him
they do
over
two
Bonnie though.
different things. One's like
Yeah,
a
let's
Yeah.
not say
support.
something too crazy, Jimmy.
I mean, you could use them both together.
Mmm.
So what would you recommend since Bonnie's banner is running out? Would you recommend summoning for Lorsan over Bonnie?
I would say Bonnie's better
Yeah.
because
I
Bonnie
agree.
is seeing some use on like even Grim Realm and stuff.
Yeah.
She was my
Bonnie's
PB
aesthetics
yesterday.
better.
Day before that.
Bonnie's
Oh,
usage higher.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, definitely. Damn, I haven't tried Lawson in PvP yet because I only had him +10. But he's looking pretty strong. I found he was, at least in AFK stages, like if you can't get like the heal component of it, so like you're not breaking the chain, then you probably need 2 healers, which often
Yeah,
imbalances your team a bit.
he doesn't really do too much healing on his own for sure, unless he
Yeah, but, like,
killing him.
Yeah, like if you're snowballing, it's a lot, but like if you can't break the chain, then you kind of just die. So it's like this really awkward
That's
tipping
right,
point that you get caught on sometimes.
Yeah. No, I mean you have to be able to burst him down. Like here, I couldn't kill anyone, so nothing happened.
mmm.
honestly,
Yeah.
thinking of it now, Lorsan
Really
is gonna
made it
pair
silly.
pretty well with the Greatborn talent.
Oh, I could see that.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, I wonder if that'll transfer. The actual.
'Cause even if it doesn't transfer, just like being able to immediately have the enemy's HP followed by whatever burst you do on the back line and front line will get their health low. That sounds like a good way to snowball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our turn
Dude,
to take this
assassinating without assassins?
Right? You basically
Yeah.
get the reward with minimal risk. You don't have to use units to like dive to the back line or do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Check out
Wow.
my
No,
latest
that's
invention.
that's true. And this season, we can't just juice like 2 talent trees either. We need 40 minimum in order to move on to the second tier.
Yeah, so you're gonna end up building most of their minions.
Hmm.
It's interesting. I feel like this season will be much more flexible in terms of viable teams with talents.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think they're all PvP focused, which I think is for the better. Since you're only really gonna be using the talents in Supreme Arena AFK stages. Actually, you got AFK stages there too.
Yeah. I feel like there, for example, I don't know if Hogan, like the Lightbearer one, is more PvP centric, but it definitely also looks strong for PvP because you're just adding another unit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
Does he would feed Harak, right? Does he count as like a
If
unit
Harak
that he
eats a
eats?
Hogan, he's oh shit.
I actually have no idea if they'll eat each other.
I haven't seen a
And then he
Lightbearer
gets,
team in Dream Arena yet.
doesn't he inherit part of their HP when he eats them, or is it just
Yeah,
his stat?
he gets
like
50% of their max HP.
Oh wait, hold on. Does
Bro.
Harak eat summoned units?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Does he doesn't eat summoned units, but does Hogan count as a summoned unit?
I would think so.
That's
Because Priesta
Because-
doesn't. Or the initial clone.
he.
Interesting.
If
Like, who is he
if
summoned
Hogan
by?
isn't a summoned unit, then imagine Harak eating Hogan and getting 50% of the whole enemy team HP.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Praised for this.
Lilith is good enough to not allow that to happen.
Are we sure about that
Are they?
though?
Well,
That would
I know
be
they
hilarious.
let a lot of things slide, but I don't think that would be one thing they let slide. Or it would be patched so fast.
Look,
It's like-
Imagine they don't even notice. Because it's like Harak makes the first kill and then it like snowballs and they're like, it's just typical Harak behavior. You know, he just eats and wins. We shouldn't look at the HP number.
Maybe Hogan is the Harak counter.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I still like what I told Milan the other day about like the idea of Hogan just being Prince is carried by Scarlita into battle and just being thrown into it.
Present.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dropped from orbit. Nice.
Just had Lionel day drinking on like a corner somewhere.
Yeah.
I want Scarlita to carry me into battle.
I know, right?
What?
What?
Bonnie, they carry me.
Yeah.
I know someone out there wants Burial to carry them.
I don't know. He's gonna need a bunch of clones to carry me with those thin arms.
Good thing he summoned Shadow.
Yeah. Well, that's really good. Lorsan's actually a lot better than I thought then.
Yeah. I mean, again, he's not really the best on defense because like you could predict where it's going. But for like a tech unit, if you want to pick off the backline, like how Vala is or something, like he's not in every single team you'll use, but if you want to get something done, he's your man.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good point. Most units that have some sort of targeting mechanic and that you can see who they're targeting are not the best on defense, right?
Mm.
Like Sylvina, Nara, Vala, now Lorsan,
Raynor.
Rain. Well, I mean, yes, but with the exception of tiles.
With the exception of tiles, of course.
That's the one thing that's made him really strong with that, because you're guaranteed to know where the enemy has to put their units, or they have to give up a tile to not get swapped.
Our turn to take
Yeah.
the stage.
And giving up a tile is sometimes worse than getting swapped.
Yep. Sometimes it's better just to do your own swap. You know,
Yeah.
hit him with a swap of your own.
Check out my
The Uno reverse card.